I guess since I started dancing, I always also, although I was a pretty good student, I always wanted to do it my way. So when she just said, just do what you want, to improvise, I liked that. And she asked if I would like to join her little company. I mean, I don't know if we can call it a company. It was a group of 6 or 8, I guess there were about of us, who met 2 or 3 times a week. And we would always be rehearsing something else because we never knew what we were doing. Sybil was very spontaneous. She was not very planned. And one day we would be doing something which had to do with Bruegel. And then the next day we were doing, I don't know, some kind of Bartok piece. So we never really knew what we were doing or what we were doing it for, or if there was a kind of goal to what we were doing, but because of her so palpable genius, it was important to be near her, to watch her, and that was the frustrating thing, is that the one program that I did do with this group, which was called Fables and Proverbs, I was in a lot of the pieces, and she was in also a lot of the pieces, but they were in between the pieces that we did. And her pieces, she never rehearsed when we were there, which I hated, and I found it unjust that I was spending so much time there, because you can imagine going to the university, studying at Stone and Cameron, and 2 or 3 days a week after that, going to Northbrook to work with a modern dance company, and then still having to get this 11 o'clock train back to Milwaukee. But then I became very impatient. It was my last year at the university, and I had so much to finish, and I didn't feel what was happening with this group of Sybil, because it was enough for her to dance. She enjoyed to choreograph with people, but she actually never taught us to dance like she did. Maybe it was intentional, I don't know. But we had to watch. I mean, we had to watch to get it. And years and years later, we reconnected when I went to Ravinia with my company, and Sybil came, and particularly the work, the St. Matthew Passion, she said was the most moving performance she's ever seen. And